The question is, with your piece of legislation about banning women from using...
100% yes.
My question to you is...
And it doesn't go far enough. I'll be filing more bills.
You have said...
To me, I'm just going to say it. I think it's demonic.
We can't have one day for Easter?
Bow at the altar of the trans community instead of bow to God.
Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care.
Thank you so much for allowing me to present AB 2119, an important bill that ensures transgender and gender nonconforming youth in foster care have access to appropriate health care and behavioral health care services. Many of you know that these children are overrepresented in California's foster care system, and unfortunately bias and misinformation often creates substantial barriers to these children receiving the medically necessary care that they need.
In one foster home, my Catholic family housed me in the garage, while other foster children, including some of my siblings, were given rooms in the home. None of my caregivers or social workers acknowledged my gender identity or used female pronouns. They insisted on calling me by the name on my records. Despite these conditions, I transitioned at 16 and began wearing girls' clothes to school. I faced rejection at school as well, where I had to fight to attend the prom as an openly transgender person.
My name is Prizila Vidal, and I work for an organization called Union of Pan-Asian Communities. I am an outreach worker for our older adults population. My experience as a trans woman has been both positive and negative. Coming out and, family acceptance is always really difficult when it comes to the LGBT communities. There's just so much stigma out there, even to this day. But it was also a little bit more harder transitioning when there wasn't any appropriate services or care, much less for someone coming out of foster care, because I grew up in foster care. I've accomplished a lot in the trans community, but not just solely the trans community, but also in the HIV community and the foster care community, which is three big things that I myself identify with. Every year, I host the National Transgender HIV Testing Day, where it's an event, a one-day event where the trans community and non-binary community come together and get tested for HIV and be able to receive other resources and services. And I received actually about 2 years ago a proclamation making an April 18 National Transgender HIV Testing Day. And also I worked with Mayor Todd Gloria to be able to pass an assembly bill, AB 2119, that provides foster youth who are in foster care to be able to get those resources and healthcare services to be able to transition. I have a lot of friends that people I consider friends, and I feel like all my friends have always accepted me for who I am, and I feel like now as an adult, I can decide who my friends are and who my friends aren't. Like if somebody's not going to accept me for who I am, I don't have to be their friends. I don't think so. I feel like I kind of just go with it. I just, whatever something pops up in my head or whatever, then I just pretty much just go with the flow type of thing. I don't really like to, I feel like our lives is always so routine and it just gets kind of really monotonous and just gets tedious and boring. So I kind of just try to just go with the flow. I would just say for those folks who are transitioning, that it's not going to be an easy thing. It's not gonna be an easy, road, an easy journey, but it's definitely worth it. So keep on going. Don't ever stop.